Good morning on this fairly gloomy bank holiday Monday. I hope you're all having a good time. Some of you may have gone away, as they do this time of year. Hope you're enjoying yourselves if you are. So, welcome back to Wolfie's Den, and I'd just like to say thank you for a few subscribers who've joined us in the last couple of weeks. Thank you very much, very kind. Today we are back on the DVD journey. Today we're doing the letters Q and R. There won't be many for Q. There's a fair few for R, so it's not too bad. So I think we shall begin and let's see what we have. So first up is 2-disc special edition of Quadrophenia, the sort of mods and rockers era film. It's mostly set in Brighton, most of this. I remember this because I used to live in the area. I remember visiting some of the sites where they filmed. That's Quadrophenia. Next up we have, no, not that one because that's out of order. I mean out of alphabetical order, I think. No, it isn't. No. See, I thought this would come under S, but obviously it's not, because this is Quatermass Experiment. So this must be a German Hammer film somehow. There's a Hammer edition, but it must be German because it's got Schlock written on it. There you go. That's the Quatermass Experiment, which I think in the next week is having the Hammer Big Box 4K release, and they are also pre-ordering very soon this one as well, Quatermass 2, the British sci-fi films from the 50s. Great films these are. So look out for those soon on the Hammer Chunky Box collections. Next up there is a film called Quantum Apocalypse. Then we have, I think this is a vampire film. This is Queen of the Damned. Then we have Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio, so pretty big cast in this one. This is a western. It's quite a good western as well, if I remember rightly. This is The Quick and the Dead. Then we have a David Carradine, Michael Moriarty in I would say a creature feature. This is Q, the Winged Serpent. Bit of a fun creature feature film. Then we have Christopher Lloyd in I don't know if it was the book or the film was written by Stephen King and Clive Barker. This is Quicksilver Highway. Not sure this is an anthology of tales or not. That's written in German again. I must have some sort of affiliation with German films or German releases. Next up is another Hammer film. This is from the makers of The Woman in Black. This is The Quiet Ones. Right, and now we're straight on to R now. That was the end of the Qs. I knew there wasn't many. So first up in R is David Cronenberg's Rabid. Next up is Walt Disney film with Dwayne Johnson in Race to Witch Mountain. Then we have, I assume, is another horror film. This is The Rage. Please press pause if you want to read the backs of any of these. Then we have an all-time classic, which I think I got a 4. I think it's got a 4K. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. It may have been the Blu-ray I picked up the other day. I'm not sure. This is a special edition of Robert De Niro's Raging Bull. Quite a disturbing film in places. This feels quite heavy, so it's 2 discs, and there's a booklet inside as well. Boxing drama, by the way. Next up we have Peter Finch, Charles Bronson, Yaphet Kotto in Raid on Entebbe. True story. I believe when this happened there was 2 or 3 films come out at the same time about this incident. This is the Charles Bronson one, Raid on Entebbe. Then we have from the Cult Collection, this is Raiders of the Living Dead. I think this would definitely have to be a B movie. Then we have 40th anniversary edition of The Railway Children, which I didn't buy. Well, I must have bought it somewhere, but I must have picked it up in a car boot or some sort of bulk buy. It's not a film that I'd go out of my way to buy. So it must have been a pick-up somewhere on the line. Next up we have an Oscar-winning film. This is Dustin Hoffman, Tom Cruise, Rain Man. Dustin Hoffman's brilliant in this film. Great film. Rain Man. Next up we have, I think it's just called R, as far as I can see. Looks like a prison boxing fighting drama type of film. Then we have collector's edition of a John Grisham novel, The Rainmaker. Matt Damon, I think, in this. Can't see. It's The Rainmaker. Then we have a slipcover. This is a film called Raised by Wolves. If you can hear a little noise in the background, I have got the fan on. It's a little bit humid today, overcast but it's humid. Next film is Woody Harrelson in Rampart. Then we have Mel Gibson in Ransom. Brandon Lee, Powers Boothe, Rapid Fire. Another one with a nice little slippy cover for those who like slips. This is horror film, Rare Exports. It's a Christmas film to that extent. Next up we have Rats, Night of Terror. Then we have Rats, the B-movie collection. The film I should have slipped in there, I forgot. This is Ratatouille. It's a 2-disc collector's edition. The shiny cover on it. Put that in the wrong place. Right. Also we have, I think, yeah, we have a comedy, Rat Race. Sorry about that, some of the films got put out of order. Where are we now? We have Shameless film. This is finally uncut for the first time in the UK. This is Ratman. Next is John Cusack in The Raven, Edgar Allan Poe story. I think it's probably a remake. This was been done before. Then we have who we got in this one? Guy Pearce, Robert Carlyle, Ravenous. I think it's got cannibalistic overtones in this film. Next we have, oh, this definitely get me words out. This definitely has cannibal type overtones in this one. It's a French film, I believe. It's called Raw. Could be a bit of a hard watch, this one. Yeah, we have Arnold Schwarzenegger in Raw Deal. This is one that's got one of those different types of back covers. And we have a film I do have a an Umbrella 4K release of. This is another, like, I won't say creature feature, but it's just that kind of thing. Razorback, Australian outback horror. Next up we have nice sort of slip cover on this one. Yep, this is a vampire film. This is Razorblade Smile special edition. It's nice. Oh, I'll do that. One of those kind of slips. And here's just a 2-disc with a little booklet in it. That's the inside cover. So that's Razorblade Smile. Next is Rec, or Record, I don't know what you want to pronounce it. Spanish film, I think. Found footage. Then we have from the director of The Rise of the Foot Soldier, so you can sort of guess what this is going to be. This is Reckoning Day. Yeah, gangster heist type film. And we have Al Pacino, Colin Farrell in The Recruit. And we have Red. And this one is Red 2, but not the follow-on to the film I've just shown you. This is Bruce Willis, John Malkovich, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Anthony Hopkins, Helen Mirren, blah 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 blah. That's Red 2. Then we have Patrick Swayze in Red Dawn. I do have a nice 4K of this one. Then we have Red Hill. I think there's a theme growing here with the word red. And we have Red Mist. Oh, now we have a very lenticular colour on this one. We have Red Tails. You can see that? Sort of, just about. War film. Not sure why I left the sticker on. Maybe I couldn't get it off. Let's have a quick... Oh, I can get it off. That's better. Should have taken that off ages ago. There we go. There's the full cover then. There we go. Red Tails. With a sticker. Like that. Oh, I've got a loose one. There's a film called Reef. So we're into like Sharky Jaws territory here. And we have a one that's not talked about too much horror film. There's a film called Rika. I can't say too much about this one because it's in German. I've watched it. And, not a bad film. Not mentioned a lot in horror film circles, I don't think. The uncut version. Oh, now we have, which obviously is the sequel, Rika No Man's Land. I have to give them a rewatch, those two, I think. Next up is looks like an ancient martial arts type film, directed by John Woo. This is Reign of Assassins with Michelle Yeoh, is it? Yeoh? Yeah. I haven't seen this one for a while either. Another horror film that's not talked about too much. This is Penelope Ann Miller in The Relic. It's quite an enjoyable creature feature one, this one. A bit of fun. Then we have, well, it's a Jerry Bruckheimer production. This is Denzel Washington in Remember the Titans. And we have Jack Gyllenhaal, Reese Witherspoon in Rendition. What we got next? We have Keanu Reeves, Gene Hackman. Can't say I've ever seen this. Looks like it could be a comedy. The Replacements. And we have Walt Disney in The Rescuers Down Under. There's definitely a mixed bunch of films here. Then we have The Resident with Hilary Swank. We have another one in a nice slip cover, or slip box actually. She's Resident Evil Generation. Sorry, Degeneration. I do like these sort of, I suppose you call them animated, I don't know, these kind of films. They're quite good. They're a nice sort of, I don't know if you can see, it's a shiny, glossy slip on that one. Next up is a nice little box set, quite old now, Reservoir Dogs. Right. See this, quite a nice artwork on this DVD box set. Little booklet in there. I forgot I even had this. There we go. A little booklet in there, nice artwork, 2 discs. Pictures there. Picture on the back. There she is. I forgot I had that. Nice one. Oh, there's the back of it, sorry. Next up we have a film called The Retreat. Then we have The Return with Sarah Michelle Gellar of Buffy Vampire Slayer fame. Then we have another one called The Returned. And this is an old horror film, Return of the Living Dead 2. Return to Horror High. It's got George Clooney in it. I think he was probably a teenager in this or something, I'm not sure. He wasn't very old, one of his first films. Then we have a gory zombie fest apparently. This is The Revenant, not the Leonardo DiCaprio film. Then we have Guy Ritchie film, Revolver. Let's leave those two out of the way for a minute. Next is Resort. I think this is another zombie type film. And we have Richard Gere box set, Officer and a Gentleman, Internal Affairs and Primal Fear. Next up, another good film, Denzel Washington, John Lithgow in Ricochet. Quite young Denzel Washington in this one. Another film with quite a nice slip cover on. This is Stephen King's Riding the Bullet, which I must admit I hadn't really heard of, but there it is. There's some shiny eyes there. Maybe able to see. Stephen King's Riding the Bullet. I haven't heard of this one, I must admit, in these Stephen King films or novels. That says based on the best-selling Stephen King ebook of all time. That's why I haven't heard of it. Next up is this a western? That's a war film. Sorry. This is Skeet Ulrich in Ride with the Devil, an Ang Lee film. Then we have it's a horror film, The Rig. Looks like another creature feature. Then we have, this must be definitely a bit of a B movie. It's got Sugar Ray Leonard, the ex boxer. This is Riot. Then we have Patrick Bergin in The Ripper, so another spin-off of the Jack the Ripper. Then we have Lucy Liu in Rise, Blood Hunter. And we have The Rise and Fall of a White Collar Football Hooligan. Bit of a long title on that one. We all know what that's going to be about. And we've got Risen, a boxing film. This one's got a bit of a matte finish cover on this one. This is Rise of the Foot Soldier 4 Marbella. It's got a bit of a slip on it, same sort of artwork underneath. And we have Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes. Put this one back in again in Rising Sun. Quite a good film, this one. Ooh, let me just pick some of these films up. That's a better one. Right, next up is The Ritual. It says best horror film of the year, whenever this was. And we've got Roadhouse. This is not obviously the classic Vinegar Syndrome chunky box release. It's very popular and also very expensive. This is just an ordinary DVD, of course. Although there is it an Arrow? I think there's an Arrow release coming out very soon of that 4K. Road to Perdition, Tom Hanks. Then we have Road Train. And Road Trip, comedy. This one feels quite heavy. It's a Robert Redford box set. It's got The Natural, Out of Africa, The Way We Were and The Sting in this one. And nice shiny slip on this one. This is a old school Robin Hood film. Errol Flynn, Olivia de Havilland, Basil Rathbone, Claude Rains. This is The Adventures of Robin Hood. A nice shiny slip on this one. It's the 2-disc special edition. And we have another shiny Robin Hood. Had a little bit of a batter in there. This is Kevin Costner's Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. This is another 2-disc special edition. Then we have the RoboCop trilogy in a nice little box set. It's a 3-disc set with unseen special edition director's cut of RoboCop. As you can see there, it is chunky. He's got a booklet and things inside. I'm not going to pull it all out at the moment because I've got to get through this video. Right. Then we have Liam Neeson, Jessica Lange, Rob Roy. We have a Criterion collection, 2-disc, no doubt, double disc set. Yeah, a booklet, paperwork, and everything. 2 discs. This is a Criterion DVD release of The Rock, which really needs a 4K release. This does. But this is a nice Criterion 2 discs DVD collection. Then we have The Rocketeer. And we have a science fiction film, probably from the 50s. This is Rocket Ship XM. And Rocky Balboa. One little pile left to go. We have a film that's pretty heavily slated actually, but I quite enjoy it. Mike Wahlberg and Jennifer Aniston in Rockstar. Then we have, I think this is a Japanese monster film along the lines of Godzilla. This is Rodan. And we have a crocodile film or alligator film. I don't know how you want to do it. Along the lines of Lake Placid. This is Rogue, unrated. Then we have the remake of Rollerball, which is pretty awful. Then we have Romancing the Stone and Jewel in the Nile. 2 films, same characters, Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner. Then we have an early Russell Crowe film, Australian film, Romper Stomper. Then we have Donald Sutherland in The Rosary Murders, quite intriguing little drama. And Bette Midler in a film called The Rose, which I think was probably loosely based on the 1960s rock star Janis Joplin. That sort of vibe about it. Then we have Rosemary's Baby. This also has a 4K. And we have Rosemary's Killer. A bit of a stalky, slashy film. And we have a film that must be a B movie. It's called Rubber. About a killer tyre. That's about as much as I can say about that one. Then we have a film called Run Bitch Run. Looks a lot of fun. Then we have Tom Selleck. Dusty, that one. There's dust on that. Tom Selleck in Runaway. Richard Gere again, Julia Roberts, Runaway Bride. Is this from the director of Pretty Woman? I don't know if it's a follow-on. And we have John Cusack, Gene Hackman, Dustin Hoffman in Runaway Jury. And the last few, you have nice special edition, the slipcover, Running Man, Schwarzenegger. Yeah, 2-disc job. And the back cover, it's a bit shiny. The front again. Then we have the late Paul Walker in Running Scared. Right, now we have some Rush Hour films here. Right, we've got, seems to have 2 Rush Hours. That's looks to be a Japanese version. There's the original version of Rush Hour. So we've got, appear to have 2 of them. So 2 Rush Hours. And then we have 2 Rush Hour 2s as well. So we don't want that one. The 2 Rush Hours number 2s. And I'm assuming probably, yep, Rush Hour 3. And last is it looks like a skinhead type film. Banned from cinemas, secret screenings by invitation only. Underground film of the moment. Russia 88. So it looks like a skinhead Nazi type thing. So I don't know. Anyway, and there you go. That's the end of the Q&Rs, so to speak. So I hope you enjoyed those. Hope that you found some new films there you've never seen before. I think I found some films that I haven't seen before. Anyway, thank you all for subscribing. If you're watching this, you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Leave some lovely comments and some nice likes, and hit that notification bell so you'll know when my next one's coming up. And I shall see you all very soon with the letter S, I think is the next one. There may be another video before that. It all depends if I have any new up and coming films being delivered or anything. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.